first of all, I have to have a genuine like for the product, right? Second of all, like, what are you doing outside of that? Is there something special? And that's what I love about Michelob Ultra. They really are really animate about.
Serena Williams has spent a lifetime breaking records, defying odds, and inspiring millions across the globe. From her humble beginnings in Compton to becoming one of the greatest athletes in history, her journey is nothing short of legendary. But now, a pair of unexpected diagnoses has cast a shadow over her story, one affecting Serena herself and another shared publicly by her husband, Alexis Ohanian. As fans express concern and support pours in, many are reflecting on the incredible strength that has always defined this iconic couple. What exactly is going on behind the headlines, and how might these new challenges shape the next chapter in their lives? The answers are deeper than you think, and the story is far from over. Breaking barriers and building a legacy, Serena Jamaica Williams was born on September 26, 1981, in Saginaw, Michigan, to Oracene Price and Richard Williams. She is the youngest of her siblings, which includes her older sister and doubles partner, Venus, as well as 4 half-sisters. Serena also has several step-siblings on her father's side. When she was still very young, her family relocated to Compton, California. It was there, in the tough streets of Compton, that Serena first held a tennis racket, beginning her path in the sport at just 4 years old. Serena's education took place at home, where her father, Richard, focused heavily on training her and Venus in tennis. Alongside her father, she was also coached by another man from Compton, also named Richard Williams, who supported their early development. They later moved so Serena could receive professional training at Rick Matchey's well-known tennis academy. Her father emphasized the importance of school and balance, making sure they didn't enter professional tennis too early. This cautious approach also stemmed from the discrimination he and his daughters encountered at various junior tournaments. By the time she was 16, Serena's career took off. She began winning major titles, including the mixed doubles championships at Wimbledon and the US Open alongside Max Mirny. That same year, she also won doubles tournaments with Venus in Oklahoma City and 2 other events. In 2001, Serena and Venus made the bold decision to boycott Indian Wells after Venus pulled out of a semifinal due to injury. The crowd responded harshly to Serena in the final, booing and wrongly accusing their father of fixing matches. Although Serena defeated Kim Clijsters, the negative atmosphere left a lasting impact. The sisters stayed away from the tournament for 14 years, staying true to their word. In an extraordinary run, Serena ended up playing Venus in all 4 Grand Slam finals, showing just how dominant both sisters had become. Even with personal struggles in her life, including her parents' divorce and the sudden loss of her half-sister in 2003, Serena continued performing at the highest level. In 2005, she captured her second Australian Open title, pushing through despite knee problems and poor conditioning. In 2008, Serena and Venus claimed a doubles gold medal at the Beijing Olympics. Soon after, Serena added her 3rd US Open singles title to her record. With wins at Wimbledon and 3 out of 4 major events that year, she returned to defend her US Open title in 2009. In the semi-final, she once again faced Kim Clijsters. The match was filled with tension. Serena lost the first set 6-4 and was given a warning after smashing her racket. When Clijsters led 6-5 in the second set, a foot fault called by lineswoman Shino Tsurubuchi cut the match short. Serena protested the call, and the confrontation led to her being penalized. 3 months later, she received a fine of $82,500 and was placed on a 2-year probation, the biggest penalty ever given to a tennis player at the time. Despite the incident, she issued a public apology. Even with these hurdles, Serena kept competing. But in early 2010, she faced a serious health scare, a pulmonary embolism that forced her off the court until mid-2011. Then in 2012, after ending the season with a series of unexpected losses, she returned to the same court where she had recently struggled. This time, she came back focused and determined. She began training under French coach Patrick Mouratoglou and stayed in that area for 3 months to focus. Her dedication paid off. She went on to win Wimbledon for the 5th time and earned 2 gold medals at the 2012 London Olympics in both singles and doubles. At 31, she became the oldest woman to achieve the #1 ranking in tennis. She followed that achievement with a 5th US Open title and broke another record at 33 by becoming the oldest woman to win the Australian Open. That year, she also won the French Open, her 20th Grand Slam title, and claimed another Wimbledon victory, making her the oldest person to win a Grand Slam at 33 years and 289 days old. Serena reached a new milestone known as the Serena Slam, where she held all 4 major tennis titles at once. She was incredibly close to matching Steffi Graf's record of 22 Grand Slam singles titles and nearly completed a calendar year Grand Slam. In doing so, she became the first woman since 1983 to come that close on her own. Serena's global impact in Melbourne continued when she beat her sister Venus to win her 7th Australian Open title and her 23rd Grand Slam overall, making her the top Grand Slam title holder in the Open era. This victory quieted critics and proved just how powerful and consistent she was in the world of tennis. Because of how well known she was, Serena also underwent substance testing more often than many of her fellow athletes. As her fame grew, Serena began using her voice to support causes that mattered to her. While she never aimed to be seen as a public example, many people looked up to her. Those closest to her describe her as real and loyal. In 2008, she took a big step in giving back by helping to open the Serena Williams Secondary School in Matuni, Kenya. Her charitable work also includes providing college scholarships to students in need across the United States. In 2016, the Serena Williams Fund teamed up with Helping Hands Jamaica to help build the The Marsh Primary School in Trelawney Parish, Jamaica, after a devastating earthquake hit Haiti. In 2010, Serena and her sister Venus, along with other professional players, skipped their last day of Australian Open practice to show support for those affected through the Williams Sisters Fund. They support programs that help people dealing with violence and promote access to education for young people. In 2014, Serena launched the Serena Williams Ultimate Fund Run, a yearly event that raises money for her foundation's work. In 2015, she made headlines by ending her 14-year absence from the Indian Wells tournament, which she had boycotted due to past crowd hostility. 2 years later, in 2017, she became a representative for the Allstate Foundation's Purple Purse Project. She also worked with many other causes including the Elton John AIDS Foundation, Great Ormond Street Hospital, Hearts of Gold, the Common Ground Foundation, the Small Steps Project, the Hollyrod Foundation, Beyond the Burrows National Scholarship Fund, World Education, the Eva Longoria Foundation, the Caliber Foundation, and the Cure for MD Foundation. Back in August 2009, Serena and Venus became minority stakeholders in the NFL team the Miami Dolphins. Then in July 2020, Serena became part of a group of female investors who were awarded a new team in the National Women's Soccer League, NWSL, the leading women's soccer league in the U.S. Though her husband Alexis Ohanian played a major role as the lead investor, Serena's presence brought extra attention to the new team. The team, named Angel City FC, began playing in 2022. The group of owners includes famous actresses, media professionals, women in business, past players from the U.S. women's national soccer team, and even Serena's oldest daughter. Statements of style and substance. As time went on in her career, Serena became more active in speaking out about social issues. She used her online platforms to express her thoughts. In 2016, she posted on Facebook to show support for the Black Lives Matter movement. In that post, she shared how she worried about the safety of her young nephew when around the police. That same year, she wrote an open letter for Porter magazine's Incredible Women of 2016 edition. In the letter, she talked about equal rights for women and shared what she had gone through as a woman in sports. She pointed out that women's accomplishments often don't get the same respect as men's, and she spoke up about the problem of unequal pay. Oh my God, these are happy tears, I guess. I don't know. People have recognized Serena for her efforts to bring attention to issues, especially those affecting Black communities. In 2023, she was honored with both the NAACP President's Award and the Jackie Robinson Sports Award for her dedication to using her platform for good. Serena is also well known for her fearless sense of style during matches. Her outfits often made a statement. At the 2004 U.S. Open, she wore a denim skirt and knee-high leg wraps that looked like boots. Even though she wasn't allowed to wear them during a match, it showed her desire to stand out. Outside the court, Serena built her clothing brand Ainers in 2009. She also introduced her statement line, which included handbags and jewelry that were mainly sold through the Home Shopping Network. While working on her own nail product collection with Hair Tech, Serena decided to become a licensed nail technician in 2010. In 2018, during the French Open, she made headlines when she was not allowed to wear a black catsuit from her clothing line. The outfit was designed for health reasons following her pregnancy. In response, she chose to wear a black tutu at the U.S. Open later that year, turning the ban into a powerful message about confidence and control over her body. In February 2019, Serena became a board member at Poshmark, a popular online fashion platform. Later that year, she introduced another fashion brand, S by Serena. This line took inspiration from the 1990s streetwear and was created to fit and flatter many different body shapes and sizes. Then, without warning, life took a difficult turn, leaving Serena shaken by a deeply personal challenge. From chance meeting to forever, running all these different companies, flying all over the world, you still have time to fly your lady to Venice when she wants Italian food? Yes, I saw this on Instagram. Were you just doing it for the gram, or did you really fly her to Italy? There's all the green screen. Yeah, no. We had planned this vacation for a little longer than I think the Instagram post implied, so it wasn't that spontaneous. But yeah, I know there are a lot of husbands, boyfriends out there angry at me, but my wife deserves the best. Serena Williams is married to Alexis Ohanian, who helped start the website Reddit. The couple got engaged on December 10, 2016, and tied the knot on November 16, 2017, in New Orleans. Their wedding was filled with well-known guests including Beyoncé, Anna Wintour, Kelly Rowland, and Kim Kardashian. Their relationship began in an unexpected way. Alexis didn't know much about tennis, and Serena had never been on Reddit. Even though they came from completely different backgrounds, something between them just clicked. What started with a random meeting in Rome eventually led to a high-profile wedding and the birth of their daughter. Their path together has been nothing short of extraordinary. In a cover story for Vanity Fair in 2017, Serena explained how they first met. It happened at the Cavalieri Hotel in Rome. She was having breakfast with friends when Alexis walked in and, instead of sitting elsewhere, chose a seat right next to them even though many other tables were empty. Serena noticed how confident that move was and wondered why he picked that exact spot. Trying to get him to move in a joking way, one of her friends told him there was a rat nearby. But Alexis didn't flinch. Serena admired how calm he stayed and ended up inviting him to join their table. That moment sparked a connection that quickly grew deeper. Serena later asked Alexis to come to the French Open, showing how committed he already was. Alexis flew to Paris just to watch her play. The following day became one they'd never forget. They spent 6 hours walking around the city, talking and growing even closer. By 2015, Alexis let his feelings show publicly. He posted a photo from the US Open on Instagram with the caption, "Don't mess with the Queen." It was a lighthearted post that also revealed how their relationship was becoming something serious. When it was time to propose, Alexis wanted it to be unforgettable. He brought Serena back to the same hotel in Rome where they had first met. He covered the poolside area with roses and set up a private table for just the two of them. In that romantic space, he popped the question. Serena later shared what happened on Reddit in the "I Said Yes" thread, where many readers were moved by her story. Only a month after they got engaged, Serena's life took another big turn. The beginning of the year had been rough, and she started feeling changes in her body. A friend encouraged her to take a pregnancy test. Serena didn't take just one, she took 5, and each came back positive. When she met up with Alexis, she handed him a bag with all the tests inside so he could discover the news in her way. Then, on April 19, 2017, Serena posted a picture on Snapchat that showed her baby bump with the caption, 20 weeks. The photo caused excitement and curiosity as people learned she was expecting. Later that same day, her spokesperson confirmed that Serena was pregnant. The timing showed she had been about 8 or 9 weeks along when she won the Australian Open. Serena later explained that she hadn't meant to post the photo, it was accidental. Serena's fight for life and family was intense. When asked about medical complications, she said it had to be kind of scary and that it was a tough pregnancy. She liked that she talked about it, not knowing how many people it would affect, and it indeed affected a lot of people who could relate. So, she was glad to have shared her experience. On September 1, 2017, Serena Williams gave birth to her first daughter, Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr., affectionately called Olympia. Due to complications during labor, the delivery required an emergency C-section. To celebrate her arrival, Serena gave Olympia a doll named Kakai, which later became an internet favorite. Not long after giving birth, Serena faced a life-threatening situation. She began struggling to breathe, a symptom she recognized from her history of blood clots. Fearing a pulmonary embolism, she quietly left the room to avoid alarming her mother and told a nurse she needed a CT scan with contrast and 4-heparin. Initially, the nurse dismissed her concerns, assuming she was confused from medication. Serena persisted, and after an ultrasound revealed nothing, a CT scan confirmed blood clots in her lungs. She was quickly treated through and for. Her health scare didn't stop there. The clot-related coughing reopened her C-section incision. During another surgery, doctors discovered a large internal bleed called a hematoma, likely caused by the blood thinners meant to prevent more clots from reaching her lungs. To prevent further complications, doctors inserted a filter into a vein. Once discharged, Serena required 6 weeks of bed rest to recover. Although Serena is a global sports icon, her experience mirrors what many women, especially Black women, face in healthcare. According to a 2022 CDC report, Black women in the U.S. are nearly 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related issues than white women. After her recovery, Serena opened up on Instagram about experiencing postpartum depression. She helped shed light on a condition that affects many women, particularly women of color. While postpartum depression affects 10% to 20% of women in general, rates rise to around 38% for Black and Latino women, with many going undiagnosed or untreated. The National Institutes of Health refers to this condition as perinatal depression, which can begin during pregnancy and continue afterward. A major concern for many women in healthcare is not being taken seriously. Serena's story underscores the importance of listening to women, especially new or expecting mothers, who often know when something is wrong. In May 2023, Serena discovered a lump on her neck. After tests, doctors diagnosed it as a branchial cyst, a fluid-filled sac under the skin. Initially, surgery wasn't advised, but later tests showed removal was necessary. Serena shared a video from her hospital stay, thanking fans and expressing gratitude for her health. By August 2023, Serena and her husband Alexis Ohanian welcomed their second daughter, Adira River Ohanian. Through every hardship and triumph, Serena continues to demonstrate resilience, love, and the power of speaking up for one's health and well-being. Alexis Ohanian's health revelation was a surprising moment for many. Even for men who do have access to healthcare, so few take it seriously because they're worried about their careers. In a recent and unexpected health update, Alexis Ohanian, husband of tennis star Serena Williams, shared that he had been diagnosed with Lyme disease. He announced this on July 16, 2024, through a post on X, previously Twitter. In the post, he explained that the diagnosis came after a round of standard medical testing. He wrote, "Doing a full battery of health scans, tests, etc., and found out I have Lyme disease while no symptoms thankfully, but going to treat." Although he felt fine at the time, the news led him to act quickly and drew attention from the public. Lyme disease, according to information from the Mayo Clinic, is an infection caused by Borrelia bacteria. It is most often spread to people by the bite of an infected tick. In its early stages, symptoms can include tiredness, body aches, fever, and headaches. If not treated quickly, the illness can become more dangerous, leading to problems such as memory loss, nerve issues, or swelling in the brain or heart. Based on data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 475,000 people are diagnosed with Lyme disease in the United States each year. Ohanian, who is 41 years old, mentioned in his post that he doesn't usually spend a lot of time outdoors, which made the news surprising. He also shared that someone close to him had gone through something similar. In his words, "I've got a loved one who had it a few years back, showed tons of symptoms etc. and just couldn't figure it out until they tested him for it and then found it, treated it successfully too." His familiarity with the disease likely influenced his proactive approach to treatment. Because Ohanian already knew about the illness, it likely played a role in how quickly he acted after getting the diagnosis. His announcement quickly reached a large audience. The post gained over 142,000 views, and people filled the comment section with supportive words and messages of care. Staying true to his usual positive tone, Ohanian let everyone know he had already started treatment and added a bit of humor saying, "Can't keep me down, tick." His message gave more than just a health update, it also showed his ability to stay upbeat even while dealing with a serious issue. He also used the moment to speak out about taking care of our health. He reminded people to get checked regularly and not to ignore signs that something might be wrong. At the same time, he made it clear that he wasn't giving medical advice, writing, "Please talk to a doctor, do not listen to me for any health advice." His honesty and down-to-earth approach struck a chord with many readers who thanked him for sharing and encouraging others to be proactive. Being married to one of the most famous athletes in the world and having a large public following himself, Ohanian's story brought attention to how important it is to catch health issues early through regular checkups. It also showed how powerful social media can be in getting people to talk openly about personal health topics. His situation is a clear reminder that serious health conditions can affect anyone, even if they feel fine, and that it's important to trust what our bodies are telling us and not wait to get checked by a professional. "The greatest to ever serve, you know, I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there, and that's one thing I realized because I'm not going to be there today." Serena Williams is widely considered one of the most remarkable women in the history of professional tennis. In 2017, a BBC Sport poll named her the top female player of the Open era. Many fans, athletes, and experts agree she belongs at the very top. In 2018, Roger Federer stated that Serena had a strong case for being the greatest of all time. That same year, John McEnroe described her as an icon and the ultimate GOAT. In 2022, former French Open champion and BBC commentator Sue Barker called Serena's serve the best in tennis history. Her serve became her most feared weapon. Known for its speed and precision, it often left her opponents guessing. At the 2013 Australian Open, she delivered a 207 km/h serve, then the third fastest recorded by the WTA. Her consistent toss and ability to vary placement made her serve unpredictable. Her second serves, especially kick and slice variations, reduced errors and made return shots difficult. Serena's ground strokes were just as dominant. Using an open stance, she struck powerful and accurate forehands with heavy topspin, allowing her to hit winners from any angle. Her two-handed backhand, though flatter, was equally sharp and controlled. Both shots kept her in charge of long rallies. Though known for baseline play, Serena was also strong at the net thanks to her doubles experience. She ended points with smooth volleys, soft drop shots, or explosive overheads. Her aggressive return game was another standout skill. She handled fast first serves with ease and punished weak second serves. Defensively, Serena was just as impressive. She had quick footwork, strong balance, and excellent reflexes. She could chase down difficult shots and immediately switch from defense to offense. Her ability to plan points and use strategy gave her an edge in nearly every match. Mentally, she stood apart. Christina Mikhail once noted Serena's calm during pressure moments, while Martina Navratilova praised her mental strength as remarkable. Serena's comebacks were legendary. She won 3 Grand Slam matches after facing match points and 37 after losing the first set. McEnroe called this ability a gift and named her the greatest competitor in women's tennis. With a reputation for clutch aces and fierce determination, Serena earned her place as one of the sport's most dominant players of all time. After graduating from Driftwood Academy in 1999, Serena Williams signed a $12 million deal with Puma. In 2004, she landed a $40 million contract with Nike, a partnership that still continues. Nike developed custom clothing and footwear to match Serena's identity and success. To honor her impact, Nike named its largest building in Portland the Serena Williams Building, a 1 million square foot space. In this beautiful restaurant that sits at the top of campus, there are custom-made gold screens designed to give an ode to London and Wimbledon. There is a crown and the Queen's corgis, of course, along with the Union Jack. This whole place sits above the tallest spot on campus, and you're able to have this fantastic view and celebrate all of Serena's championships in London. Chief Design Officer John Ho shared that Serena had a hand in shaping the building's design to reflect her story. Serena's tennis gear has evolved over the years. She used Wilson's Hammer Stretch series to win her first Grand Slam in 1999, then switched to the Hyper-Hammer line in 2005. She briefly played with the Wilson End Code before settling on the Wilson Blade in 2008. Her rackets, with a 104 square inch head, were designed to match her powerful style. Since 2017, Wilson has produced custom rackets just for her. In 2019, the Associated Press named her Female Athlete of the Decade. Serena is also the highest-paid female athlete in history. In 2015, she took on the role of Chief Sporting Officer at luxury car brand Aston Martin alongside her sister Venus. Serena helped bring more diversity into tennis. US ace Martin Blackman noted how powerful their influence has been, especially for young black athletes. Off the court, Serena's impact is just as strong. In 2003, she received the Celebrity Role Model Award from the Avon Foundation for her breast cancer advocacy. A year later, she was given the Player Who Makes a Difference award by Family Circle and Credential Financial. Since 2011, she has served as a Goodwill Ambassador for UNICEF, working to expand access to education through the Schools for Asia program. Thanks for watching. What do you think Serena and Alexis's story teaches us about strength in the face of adversity? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more inspiring stories, and don't forget to check out one of the 2 videos on your screen right now. You won't want to miss.